Good morning. We're going to be talking about the last topic on solving equations today, so this is it. After this, we are kind of done with this topic. We'll start reviewing it and go back over it, and we do have a test coming up next week over solving equations. So again, this is the last thing we haven't discussed yet, and the issue is today that we're going to have variables on both sides of the equal sign, and you're going to see that happen here in just a few moments as I get started on the problem. All right, so let's walk back through our steps. Step 1, split it at the equal sign. So there you go, I did my line. Step 2, if there are any parentheses, we're going to get rid of them now. So right now there are no parentheses in this problem, so I can skip that step. Step 3, combining like terms, and this is what's different today, is those are not on the same side of the equal sign. They're on opposite sides, and that is not okay. We don't just put them together. I'm not going to get 8x anywhere. All right? So it happens to be that if they're on the same side, I want to do them first. So we're going to come up with an example that looks like that later on. All right? But since these are not on the same side, I need to get them together. And here's how we do it. We make one of them into a 0 so that we don't have x's on both sides. There's two choices here. Choice number 1 is we can minus 3x on both sides. If we do that, the 3x minus 3x is going to make 0 and cancel out. But that's going to leave an x on the right-hand side in the end, and I don't like my x's on the right-hand side. I'm a little picky. I'm a math teacher. We're always picky. I like my x's on the left. So I always make the one on the right the one that makes disappear. And to make it disappear, I do its opposite, and I minus 5x. I'm not trying to get rid of the 5. I'm trying to get rid of the 5 and the x. That's why I'm not dividing by 5 here. Again, that's your instinct. Oh, you were trying to get rid of that, you divide by 5, because right now it's multiply. But I'm trying to get rid of the whole thing into a 0. So if I minus 5x on both sides, what's going to happen is over here on the right, 5x minus 5x, and the whole thing cancels out. And all that's left is negative 12. No more x on the right-hand side. Now on the left-hand side, I can put these x terms together. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And then, of course, this 4 still comes down. Now, the problem should look a lot like the ones we did earlier in the week. Should look a lot easier. So the next thing I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to look at my x. There's only one of them now, so I'm done with step 3. I'm ready for step 4. Isolate the variable. Get that x by itself. Start with any numbers that did not get circled. Those are the add-subtract numbers. Start with the opposite of add 4, which is minus 4. 4 minus 4 on the left cancels out. Bring down the negative 2x. On the right-hand side, those are the same sign, so I will add them. 12 plus 4 is 16. 12 was bigger, it was negative, so the 16 is also negative. All right. Last and final step is to get rid of the number that's stuck to the 8, or the x. That is not a subtraction, that is in multiply, and I get rid of multiply with divide. I will divide both sides by the exact number I want to go away, negative 2. All right, the negative 2 divided by negative 2, that's going to reduce down to the whole number 1. But when I write 1x, I will not write the 1, just the x. On the right, negative divided by negative makes a positive, and 16 divided by 2 is 8. So there's my answer. So a lot of the same type of stuff that we've been seeing, just a little twist at the beginning. So let's try another one. Split it down the middle. There are no parentheses, so I skip that step. Step 3, you got to get these x's together. And again, I always make the one that's on the right disappear first. Right now, it's a positive 1x, so I'm going to do a negative 1x. Because positive 1 and negative 1, those cancel out. I bring down the minus 8 on the right. On the left, remember this is a 1x. It's 4x minus 1x, which makes 3x. Bring down the plus 7. All right. Now that the x is by itself, there's only one of them, not two of them anymore, I'm ready to start getting rid of the numbers with it. So that means I need to get rid of the 3 and the 7. I don't care about that negative 8. So let's get rid of the 7 first. Always get rid of the add-subtract numbers first. I'll do minus 7 on both sides. So 7 minus 7 is 0. Now bring down the 3x. On the other side, again, it's a same sign add. It's 15. 8's bigger. It was negative, so it's negative 15. And my last step, get rid of multiply with dividing. The number I'm trying to get rid of is a positive 3, so I divide by positive 3. Those two positive 3's divide out to make a 1, but when I write 1x, I don't write the x. On the other side, a negative divided by a positive is a negative. 15 divided by 3 is 5. All right, let's try one more. A little bit trickier one. It's got a little bit of everything in it. All right, so still the same step. Split it down the middle. All right, parentheses is step 2, and we don't have any of those. But when I get to the third step of combining like terms, I've got x's all over the place in this problem. When that happens, put together the ones on the same side first, and they don't have any tricks. So when I put this one and this one together, I do exactly what it says. 3x minus 5x makes negative 2x. Keep the 10. On this side, I didn't do anything yet. But now I've got 2x's. I went from 3x's down to 2. I need to get it down to 1. So I need to make one of these go away since they're on opposite sides. So again, I like to make the one on the right go away. So I will do the opposite of positive 4x, which is minus 4x. Again, you're trying to get rid of the 4 and the x, not just the 4. If I wanted to keep the x, I'd be dividing by 4. But I'm trying to get rid of the 4 and the x. So I had to use minus. Those will cancel. 4x minus 4x makes 0x, and we never write 0 in math unless we have to. Bring down the 22. On the left, negative 2x and negative 4x is negative 6x. And bring down the 10. Once again, now this should look just like all the other ones do towards the end. We've got the 1x now. Now that we have the 1x, we're going to get rid of those numbers with it. Get rid of the 6 and the 10. 10 first, because it's a plus-minus number. And 22 minus 10, that's 12. And then again, this is a multiply, and the opposite of multiply is divide. And the number I'm trying to get rid of is negative 6. So divide both sides by negative 6. And two negative 6's reduced down to 1, and I write x without the 1. And 12 divided by negative 6 is negative 2. All right, so again, a little bit longer problem, so there aren't very many today. Do your best. If you get stuck, it's okay. You can either skip that question and do the rest, or contact me and I'll help you out. All right, good luck.